So World Cup 2026 has finished, my friend, and Spain is a World Cup champion. Congratulations to Spain national team, as they have done a fantastic job. They were exceptional for the whole World Cup. And also Argentina reached the final the second time back to back. It's a good performance, good result. Of course, there were some questions about the VAR, about the referees, and about the teams that they faced before reaching the final, even the semi-final, let's say. However, Argentina made a great job. Messi, in his age, is performing and showing fantastic football. He's 39, by the way, but he's playing like a 25 years old forward, and it's a big. I have a big respect for it. Unfortunately, Cristiano Ronaldo couldn't get his World Cup title because there was Spain, and Spain, as I have mentioned, played a very good football in the sense of tactics, in the sense of showing the performance that each player knows what to do, each player knows their position on the pitch. So in that sense, Spain was the best national team, because every player showed their let's say maximum talent, maximum ability, and etc. So about the game, I can mention that the final was not like with the same atmosphere that the previous finals, the previous World Cup finals, in my opinion. Maybe because it was too sunny in the morning or in the midday, let's say, because the other World Cups, as I remember, were in evenings, and it was maybe I just have adapted to watch the final of the World Cups in the evenings. For that reason, it's not like I cannot adapt to that, but it seemed like I have watched some kind of Wimbledon or tennis game, you know. Of course, the performance was not nowhere near to tennis, but in the sense of environment, it gave me the environment of a tennis match, not football. And it didn't give me some kind of atmosphere that something big had been achieved, you know. Like they have won the World Cup title, but it seems like they have won some kind of Olympics game or etc. Not the World Cup. I couldn't see that kind of atmosphere. I couldn't see that emotion, you know. Maybe they have known that they're gonna win it. Maybe they were too much confident. I mean, the Spain national team. That's why they were not too much emotional after the game. But anyway, so about the overall performance, I can mention that it was quite pragmatic, as it's supposed to be, because before that there was a match between England and France for the third place, and they have showed a fantastic football for neutral fans. There were 10 goals, and I was happy to watch it, to observe the goals, you know. Of course, in the finals, you would most probably you would not see that kind of game. However, we had seen it in the last final where Argentina played against France, and it was so exciting for the neutral France 3-3. But in this case, Spain, as I have mentioned in the previous videos, was a main favorite. And I said you in the Twitter account, also in the previous videos, that Spain gonna win the title. I have understood it after the Portugal game. After that, they have played against Portugal. That Spain gonna win the World Cup. Before that, it was not obvious for me. Maybe it was obvious for some fans and some people, but not for me, because if you compare their squad with the Euros that have won in 2024 and this time, it was almost the same. However, there were some problems in the squad. First of all, Lamine Yamal has started the tournament with an injury, with a small injury. Also, he was not in that shape that he was in the previous tournament in the Euro 2024. I I have to mention that they were not Carvajal, for example, one of the best fullbacks in the history of football, in my opinion. Uh, Also, Nico Williams was not in the same shape or in the same form that he was in the previous tournament. And these facts just gave me like a feeling that they will not win this World Cup. Maybe they would go until the semi-final or something before the tournament has started. I thought in that kind of way. Also, Rodri was injured for the 2 seasons in the previous seasons that finished. He couldn't play the whole matches. He was not 100% fit, but somehow he just started to show the fantastic performance that he was showing before. And he surprised me. The Spain national team surprised me, and big applause and respect to their coach De La Fuente, as he made a fantastic job. For me, they were underdogs, but they have won it as underdogs. Because if we compare the squad, there were the national teams that they have a much more better squad. Even the Portugal national team, in my opinion, had a better squad. Portugal national team had a better squad than Spain this time. Of course, in 2010 it was a different scenario and a different situation. But this time, when Portugal lost to Spain, they had a much more better squad. In the sense of name, in the sense of other factors. However, they couldn't find the right balance in the performance. The Portugal national team, but Spain could. Their system had worked, and as they have won the title. Big applause. Yes, it's a football, and it's that's why it's interesting. You predict something, but the outcome are usually different, even if you are the best expert or whatever. Because the previous World Cups that, for example, France won in 2018 or Germany won in 2014, I have known that before the World Cup even started that this national team is gonna win. But this time, I couldn't predict that. Maybe because I was just supporting Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal. Maybe for that reason. But anyway, it is what it is. Messi cried also after Ronaldo. So I don't think that he cried because they lost. I think he cried because it was his last World Cup, and the time will not come back. The moments have passed, and it's finished for him. The journey has finished. Most probably he will gonna finish his national team career after this, and for that reason he cried, in my opinion. Rodri is the best player. He was the best player of the tournament. He was exceptional. He was controlling the game, like in the match where Spain played against Argentina in the final. They just controlled the game like for 100%. Argentina couldn't create anything that brings a goal. They couldn't create anything. Of course, it's also about the tactics, but at the same time, it's also about the players. De La Fuente used them in the maximum way. So, they controlled the game, they were active, they were creating the chances, and at the end of the day, they scored the goal. And it reminds me of the World Cup of 2014. when in 2014 when Argentina national team lost to Germany and Mario Götze scored the goal in the extra times. The same thing with happened with Ferran Torres, and the loser of the game became the Argentina national team with Leo Messi. So it's like some kind of deja vu for me, honestly saying. So thanks for watching. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments about the whole World Cup and about the Spain and Argentina game, about the Leo Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo and etc. Thank you. Please subscribe. Bye bye.